Hey, Jimmy with Cuff and Stuff. Well, man, today we got another good one for you. Today we're gonna do pork tenderloin on the grill. Oh my goodness, it is so good you won't believe. Now, there's a big difference in a pork tenderloin and a pork loin. They both come off the back of a pig, but oh my goodness, the tenderloin is so tender, so juicy, it's hard to believe. So I'm gonna do something I've never seen done before, and I'm gonna try it just to see how it works out. I'm gonna take and make an injection with Uncle Steve's shake. I'm gonna use the original shake. I'm gonna boil it in a cup of water, and I'm gonna turn it into an injection, inject it inside this tenderloin. And we're gonna see how that turns out. So hang tight. Okay, well, what we've got is 4 nice little tenderloins here. And today we're going to use 2 different kinds. We're going to use, of course, Uncle Steve's shake, sweet and spicier. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to put a nice, not really heavy coat on these tenderloins. This sweet and spicier is not that hot, so it's not. This is South Texas Red. It's another one of my favorites. We're going to put a little of that on. Okay, here's something I want you to try. I haven't seen anybody do this yet, but I have tried it before and I had great success with it. This is what I want you to try. Okay, now what I've got here, I've got a little cast iron saucepan, okay? You see, I've just got the water to a rolling boil, and I'm gonna turn it down to low because this isn't something that I want to cook. I don't want to scorch this while I'm doing it. And I'm gonna take and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 big tablespoons. And let's see. Yep, it's looking about right. And see the consistency I want. And what I want to do is I want to dissolve this shake. All right, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take just a pat of butter. Now in my house we're bad about using tub butter. You can see this is a new one. This is just Land O'Lakes butter. I'm going to take a good pat of butter and put in there, and I'm going to let it melt. And as this butter melts and as this heats, And you see, it's gonna start to froth up a little bit. That's okay. It's okay. We're gonna completely dissolve it. And I have this on as low as I can get. But you see what I mean? How it starts to sort of froth a little bit on the top? That's perfectly fine. We're gonna be drawing off the bottom, and that's just good butter and flavor. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uncle Steve's gravy. All right. All right. Next, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna go over to the sink. I'm gonna put it in a glass. This glass, it should be more than half, probably 3/4 of the way full. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator and I'm gonna let it cool off. I want this to be cool before I inject it in the meat. I don't wanna start cooking it from inside out with this sauce. So, or this injection that I'm making. So, let me get this cooled down and I'll bring you back and show you how I inject it. I'm taking about every inch or so. I have already put my seasoning on. I don't want to roll it around too much, but I want to fill these tenderloins with this injection. And again, as I said, this is just Uncle Steve's original mixed with some warm water. And I'm just injecting the inside of these tenderloins here. And this is the last of it. Make sure I get it in there good. I'm not going to roll this around. That's why I season this first. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to let this sit and just sort of hang out and let these flavors on the outside and on the inside just hang out together. And I'm going to get my grill going and then I'll bring you back. Okay. Well, we've got our grill ready. Let's just put them on. Man, this smells good. All right. We're going to put them on our grill. And let's see. Let's put our top on. And we're going to close it down about halfway for right now. We're going to watch the temperature. And as we get into the cook, we'll bring you back. Okay. Well, we have probed these, and these are running about 135. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to glaze these tenderloins with a mustard base glaze. Now, that's what we do here in my part of the world. You do whatever you want to do. You use whatever type you want, whether it's a tomato base, whether it's vinegar base, Alabama white sauce. It doesn't make much difference. You use what you're used to. So we're going to glaze this side, and we're going to cover him back up and let it continue here and then we'll roll it over and do the other side, and when we do, we'll bring you back. Okay, well, we've let this glaze go just a little bit. You can see it's starting to set pretty good. So let's turn him over. I want all 4 of these over on that side. There we go. All right. And we'll take our glaze and let's do the other side. Get it glazed up good. Looks like we about got these. So there we go. All right. We'll let that continue, let that set, and we'll bring you back. Okay, well, let's temp these out. Oop. And see where we are here. Oh yeah. All of these are going to be right about the temp we're looking for, about 140. Now, they're going to continue to cook just a little bit, and they'll get on to 145. So let's pull these. Excuse me, stepping in front of you there. I'm going to pull these. You can see they're just as tender as they can be. Ergo tenderloin, I guess. Okay, let's take these over. We're going to let this cool just a little bit. We're going to cut them up and we'll try them. Well, okay. Let's take one of these and put him on the tray here. And let's let this knife and this cutting board here do its job. I want to cut them about finger width. They're just as tender as they can be. They're probing at 145. So let's cut them and see what we got. Okay. Well, there you see. Look at that. Just as tender. I'm gonna get to try that. So, hold on, my favorite part's coming. Well, I know, I say this every time. If you were here, I'd share with you. This is my bite. Let's try it and see how it turned out. You will not believe this is like biting into butter. Perfect. I'm gonna tell you, tenderloin is one of my favorite ways to eat pork. Good stuff. Well, thanks for hanging around. See how this turned out? It's delicious. If you've never done a pork tenderloin, try it. It is amazing. Until next time, if you haven't already, hit this circle over here. We'll have another video for you on this side. Hang tight.